In this part, we will implement a function that will place food in a random free from snake place. To do so, we'll need to create one more class for segments and implement a bunch of geometry-related functions. First, we ignore snake and generate all possible positions for food in the center of each cell. Then we filter all the points so that they are not inside some segment of the snake and randomly pick one of them. We are using getRange in order to go over each row and column and create a position. Okay, we generated all positions, and then we need to call flat method because at that point we have an array of arrays, but we want to have a flat array. We can represent snake as an array of points, but also as an array of segments. If, for example, snake have 5 nodes, it means it have 4 segments. Segment will receive start, this is the vector, and end, this is also the vector. And we need a function that will return segments from vectors. So it receives array of vectors. Then we generate array without last element. We will implement this function, and then we map over each element, take current and the next one, and pass them to constructor of the segment class. Let's implement get without last element function inside of general utils region. This function will use slice method in order to return a new array without last element. It receives array and calls slice from 0 to array length -1. Okay, now let's go back to the get food and create segments from the vectors. Next point is to find free positions. So we are going over each position and apply filter method. It receives point and checks that it doesn't intersect with any segment of the snake. And we are using isPointInside function of the segment class. Let's implement it. This function receives point, and in order to check it, it's super simple. We create segments that starting from the start of the segment and ending at the point, and return create second segments that start from the point to the end. And if we add the length of the first and the second and equal to the length of segment itself, it means that point is inside of the segment. And here you can see that we are using our equal function. This function receives 2 numbers and compares their absolute difference to some small number, so that if there's numbers that's super close, we will assume that they are equal. Next, we need to implement the length method of the vector class using highport method of the mass. And in order to find length of the segment, we can convert segment to the vector and then get it length. To get vector from the segment, we need to subtract from the end start of the segment. Finally, we can call getRandom from function and pass to it 3 positions. Let's implement this function in general utils. It receives an array and then picks a random element from it. Okay, pretty simple, nothing fancy here. Now, when we are done with all of this, we can go to the browser and try to reload. You can see everything works pretty fine. Check out my app at increaser.org, designed to help you stay focused, make work done, keep progress, see if you give enough time to projects, and find unproductive patterns. By working with the app, you will build discipline and self-accountability that are required to succeed.